If you're looking for ways for your hair to flourish, this is the hair tea recipe for you. All of these ingredients can be found at a local grocery store. Just be sure to get it as organic as possible. So for starters, I like to boil my water. You can use dried rosemary for this recipe, but if you're using fresh, just be sure to clean it. I'm using a tablespoon for measurement for each of these. Fenugreek, I did use 3 tablespoons for this recipe, but you guys can use 1 to 3 tablespoons, especially if you're using a basic mason jar. Fenugreek has a ton of hair benefits for you. The main thing to remember when using fenugreek is that the seeds do swell. So especially when you're just using a mason jar, I wouldn't add more than 3 tablespoons because it will rise and could become difficult to shake up. Cloves are another powerhouse ingredient that I use in a lot of my recipes. They smell amazing and have amazing hair benefits as well. Rosemary is great for many things, and I generally keep fresh rosemary in the fridge and definitely keep some organic dried fresh rosemary in my cabinets at all times. This entire recipe literally takes less than 10 minutes to make. The longest part of it is obviously picking the rosemary if you're using fresh ingredients and the water boiling. I personally love the smell of all of these ingredients added together, but if you are not a fan of the smell, just simply add a few drops of lemongrass or lavender or whichever type of essential oil that works best for your hair, and it immediately takes care of the smell. Another pro tip when using a mason jar is to not fill it all the way up to the top and let some of that steam release itself. You want to close it while the water is still hot, but if you want to let some of that initial steam go, that is totally fine. Give it a good stir, a good shake, and I let my hair teas sit for at least 10 to 12 hours, so overnight. Another pro tip from me to you guys that I learned myself was to add a few drops of vitamin E oil to your hair care products. It extends the shelf life for these fresh hair care products that you're taking your time to make, and it also has its own powerhouse hair benefits. Another pro tip from me to you guys is the longer fenugreek sits in this jar, the thicker the substance will get. So you want to be sure to not let it sit for more than about 10 to 12 hours if you want it to be able to spray out of a spray bottle, and especially a smaller one like I'm getting ready to show you in the next clip. Fenugreek has mucilage properties, so it creates a gel-like substance and it will get thick over time. Using cheesecloth to strain will get rid of some of this excess residue, but I don't mind. Be sure to check out my YouTube video for more details on making this hair tea.